Welcome everyone. I have to put my plug in. Hold on. It's actually 2:50 on the clock, which is 25, which today is the 25th. Just get plugged in here. Sorry about that. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having fun with your families and using your new tools. Let's go ahead and take a first deep breath here. I put a stone in this bowl, so if it makes a little bit of extra resonance or sound or vibration, you know what it is. But I've just been really drawn to this stone all week, so I wanted to put it inside the bowl for you guys. And this is supposed to be an A bowl. So let's go ahead and we're going to take 3 deep breaths. Another deep breath. And one more deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings out to you guys. Thank you all for being here with me. It's actually pretty beautiful. It's pretty mild outside. It's beautiful. The sun's out. I have to show you a picture of the sun today. It was really beautiful. And we're going to get right into the reads because I have a few of them for you. I have a Metatron read. I have my Message of the Day read. I did a mini Divine Masculine read today. And I have the Union read, which was really special today, and the Twin Flame read. Actually, there's a lot of special messages that came up. So let me roll the die and we'll get right into this. This is for Twin Flames, Thanksgiving, November 25th, 2021. We have the 7. There's the 7 of the Chariot, which is also Cancer energy. Okay. And we have the 69, which is Cancer also, but this is the Ace of Pentacles, which is an offer of time, money, and effort, or a new life, perhaps, a perfect contentment, which is in the original definition of the Rider-Waite. And we have the Sun again. We had this Leo energy yesterday. So this is very beautiful. The Sun of Leo, which is the inner child, but also, like, I always see the Leo as the authentic father, right? The one who loves to play with their children, not the one who has to be strict with their children. And then we have the Cancer energy here of home and family, and the 7, which is the going within, the spiritual, the calm before the storm, the meditation, the quiet, the vacation, the illness, anything that makes you go inward into your body is the 7 energy, which helps you cross the bridge over to the other side. All right, so Cancer, Leo, a lot of Cancer here, which makes sense, right? It's Thanksgiving. Everybody's offering meals today. And then the Leo of kids and fun, very Thanksgiving energy. All right, so let's get right to it. The first one we're going to do is Metatron. And this is, where's my Metatron? All right, so here's the Metatron read. This is the Metatron deck. Okay, and I'm going to do the mini Divine Masculine right after the Metatron, okay? So this is the mini Divine Masculine. I'll show you 2 at a time. So I don't have to show you every one since I have 5 of them today. And that is the Universal Golden Tarot. So first the Metatron read. Today is the 25th. 25 is the Knight of Wands, and the day adds up to 41-5, which is the Ace of Cups. And the 25 is the Knight of Wands. So that's that offer of love, self-love, spiritual love, new love, and the Knight of Wands, which is that fire lit underneath your butt to get you going and feel impassioned to do something or be physical. Either perhaps, a display of affection or working out, anything that gets your physical body moving, that truly inspires you with love. So it's really nice energy today. Of course, it's Thursday. Oh, this was very interesting too. When I pulled my yoga cards this morning, only one card came up this morning, which was just the spiritual meditation, which is the same one I told you about the other day, about imagining your lower chakra system being the soil of the earth and the upper chakra system being the lotus white flower opening. And there was a very interesting message that came up around that today, because in the movie I watched last night, it was very much about women's liberation, and one of the first lines in the movie, in a conversation they were having, was about the man liking the woman being the soil, right? The one that supports the flower, not actually the flower that gets the attention and the accolades. So about standing up for self and the independence of the feminine. And that example of the man expecting to be the flower or plant, where the woman supports them or is the soil, where of course the woman was adamantly disagreeing with him there. But they were saying in the movie that's where the man is most comfortable, because they were having a conversation on the radio, but this was a long time ago. It wasn't a recent timeline. So when I went in and did that meditation again, I felt very comfortable in the soil, and this wasn't the same experience I had the other day when I got the lotus. But today I felt very comfortable in the soil, and this is before I remembered about the movie last night, and I grounded quickly. But then I felt uncomfortable in the lotus upper part, in the position of supportedness of my own shine and abilities as the flyer. So that was a very important message for today. And the colors that came up, all the colors came up except the light blue of the throat chakra and the violet white of the crown. So red and green came up together, orange and yellow came up together, again, very Thanksgiving, and the sun. And then indigo later today, as going back into your third eye, perhaps doing some meditation or just reflecting on your day. So the Metatron message, the underlying energy, by the way, this was done at 10:14, 13 to 14 actually, which is the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, 14 of the Temperance card, 13 is death or transition into that 14. And I think I remember Cryon saying 14 was the first year, because 12 was the end, 13 was a transition year, but 14 was the actual first year. I believe that's what Cryon had said. So the underlying energy here was the wake-up call, which was number 8, the dance. The passion, which is number 25, which is today's date. 25 came up a lot today. And then the tree of life, which is 32 of the journey. So I stopped at that point to send a bunch of Thanksgiving messages and a lot of replies. So that was a little bit of a brief moment from 10:14 to 11:13. So an hour later, I got back to the read. And the first card out was the dragon fire here, number 19, which is the sun. So the wake-up call to fall into the heart. Justice in the Knight of Wands, passion for life, and the journey in the tree of life. The gold and orange, very much of sunshine and of Thanksgiving today. Red light, green light, Christmas every day on the enlightened path. The divine masculine, dragon sun, fired up. The divine feminine's dolphin, chariot, swimmingly cool. Bridging in the emerald order, the healing heart of being love, as the shaman, right, the Native Americans today, with the peace pipe, and the child of evolution, the page of cups, which was coming up as PC, not politically correct, but painfully correct, birthing the new, with the king of wands in duality, where balance is needed. Speak and be heard, free the message in the bottle, and which is funny because my one nephew said, something when he replied to me, something about the turkeys, and I said, free the turkeys. And so here was coming up that energy. Free the message in the bottle, or free the turkeys. Enjoy the sunset and relatives reflecting you back. Purging the endings, remembering that you're always held. The new dawn after the sunset, in the valley no longer dark. Welcome back to the high vibe destiny. You made it. Death and rebirth is just the sunset and the sunrise. Remember I said the sunset is your relatives reflecting back at you, and then the sunrise getting to the roots in a codependency, the key to your freedom being the Knight of Swords, the messenger of truth, or the knight in shining armor. But what is truth without love? Take action, hermit, to move your body, free that stuck energy, and then pause in the void, walk away and within. Joy and self-satisfaction with your family, with the orange to stretch and release. As the Queen of Wands, very energized to move around and help today at 11:52, which is Justice and the Queen of Swords, to be creative with how you move, perhaps more organically than something you think you should do. Just follow what your body's telling you to do. Sometimes when I'm doing a meditation or doing some stretches, my body just tells me what it wants to do, whether it's a weird stretch or an exercise or a yoga thing that I need to do. Follow what your body's asking you to do, as I'm losing my voice, as opposed to a strict regimen where you have to do the same exercise every day, or just a rule or schedule that somebody else made up for you. Allow your body to tell you what you actually need, perhaps more organically. And don't, my voice wouldn't come out because it's saying don't lie to yourself. You're not being patient if you're not able to listen to your body and let your body tell you what to do, because it takes patience. You have to just allow it to come up, and sometimes it takes a few minutes for it to come up. So also with the orange and being creative and releasing your stuck energies and stretching, the yellow of the honeybee, pollinating magic of joy and happiness today. So again, being creative in stretching, and that can be stretching your energy as well for the day, and also pollinating the magic of joy and happiness. The indigo of wholeness and completion, and imagination of the mysteries of life, in awe of the universe. Notice your signs and synchronicities and bird messages of life to bring you emotional fulfillment, perhaps from family, and ask yourself who you are today, and connect with a soulmate or children or self one-to-one. It's not about speaking today, but feelings and being creative and brave, or to put loving words of peace on paper or in a message. And the underlying energy here was the clarion call to the heart, right? That's like the mother calling the kids home for dinner. The sacral energy and unity gateway and the grid. The first column was all about the divine masculine and the dragon shaman, the fire and earth. And then where the land meets the sea, the air to breathe and the roots to clear or unlock. The second column was the divine feminine, balanced emotions and water, and a very friendly heart, babies and innocence, and birthing the new, where you are held in the sunset, purging each day's end that you are held in that, standing on the pier with 2 shadow birds, and then running on the beach under the sun with 2 seagulls. The third column is the heart, in need of balance, with the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands. Flow in and flow out, unobstructed in the heart. You don't want an obstruction in your heart. Allow the flow in, allow the flow out. In each new dawn, destined thrill or trill, taking a pause and walking away and within to the void when needed, before greeting family and enjoying the orange and yellow, before going back to the indigo later for your messages at 12:07, which is the 12 of the hangman and hanging out, which everyone does on Thanksgiving, and 7 of the chariot, which everyone's out there driving as well. So I did another meditation a little while ago, and I was getting really beautiful energy about the little girl and the little boy, and I can't remember everything. It's really hard. My brain doesn't hold on to things for very long, so it's hard for me to do long meditations and remember everything I saw. But one of the first things I saw was a hand. After I saw the masculine and then someone else, it was a woman with dark eyes, and I was getting some stress coming from the masculine. I don't know if he was dealing with relatives or a child or something like that. But then I was seeing an arm come through a rear view mirror with a yellowish, there might have been a little bit of white in it too, flower being presented to the divine feminine. Yeah, also I was guided to put dolphin music on too, but when my usual dolphin video ended, it took me on to a really good whale video where I really like the sounds. It had piano in it too. It's called Whale Sounds Deep Underwater and Ocean Piano, Relaxation and Sleep. So if you want to check it out, it was really nice. So then I did a Divine Masculines mini read here from... I was getting the energy. There's a lot of transitioning numbers today. Like I just told you with the read, it started from 13 to 14. So here from 36 to 37 is the Atlas to the unconditional love, that crossover or transition from one cycle to the next. And then 38 to 39, which is the Queen of Cups to the Knight of Cups. And then finally to the 144, which of course is the 144,000 and the 44 of the grounding, integrating, and mastering of love and receiving love. This read was done at 146, 46 being the children giving each other a hug, along with the one of the magic. The underlying energy here was the Lovers upright and the Chariot upright and the Wake Up clarion call. And the Lovers can be anyone of affection. It can be the twins, it can be lovers, it can be a Gemini, and then the Chariot can be someone driving or the lovers driving, or this is about the twins ascending in the Chariot, the feminine within the masculine, either ascending or infiltrating into the group. The Wake Up clarion call, right? The call to dinner, home to dinner. Ground control to Major Tom, the Emerald Heart order of dreams come true in falling, light as a feather, into the Six of Cups reversed in the past, in a falling out, returning, where someone may have fallen on their face or from grace or were embarrassed or just lacking faith. And somebody might be tooting their horn, or perhaps that could be someone farting or something like that at 156, which is the Magician and the Two of Swords. The 8th is the Star after the 7 trumpets. Undeniable. I was getting that like my Nat Unforgettable, only it was coming up as undeniable. In the waking dream, again, the 8th, after tooting their horn, the 8th star is after the 7 trumpets. Undeniable waking dream, free to fall on angels' wings. 2 streams of water, salt and fresh, meet and expand exponentially in a ballet of souls, plie and sachet, as one cannot get up if they never fall. Even birds hit the window when they need decluttering, calling all angels to catch you on gossamer wings. Lovers, the divine feminine and the divine masculine ascending and falling in the hurts of the past. With Gemini upright, or twins, Cancer upright, Aquarius upright, and Aries reversed. The foundation being the Hierophant, which can be thanksgiving and the blessing, commitments, religion, or the religious leader, the establishment or societal norms, or a Taurus, and centrally the Queen of Wands, challenged by the Queen of Pentacles, they're both upright, or 2 sides of Taurus, Taurus upright and Scorpio reversed, death reversed, resisting endings and transformations. That can be the never-ending story, or that can be a near-death experience as well, or after a death. But soon here's the King of Pentacles reversed, challenged by the Queen of Pentacles upright, where he's looking up at her and seeing her sad peacock eyes as the Queen of Wands steals the show. He's seeing himself as the wheel reversed, not up to it or in a twist of fate, and around him, or how he is seen, is the Page of Pentacles with the peacock. And he went into a dream. So the frog manifesting a beautiful bird inside and out. challenged by, or the block here being, the Page of Swords impish entitled child with 3 feathers in his cap, or a message of secret passion with the Queen of Cups, Juliet, Mary Magdalene, third party, other side of the tracks, whore, standing up to the crowd to light the flame to their left, to get over the loss and regret, and choosing any new path of patient angel higher love, alchemizing their firewater, the wounded warrior down on their knee, refusing to give up, and then collapses, left for dead, with only Bambi, dear one, yes, that's you, to the rescue, and realizing the holy grail he is in self-love, spiritual love, and new love that never goes away. The Knight of Cups reversed, humbled by the Knight of Wands afterglow. Powerless and uncomfortable energies or emotions, dumping multiple loads, emotional attachments, or confusion, to know and not have to tell. Cards close to their chest of the emotions, of the emotional contentment they feel, with Hermit and Emperor, his wise counsel, and the 10 of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss or failure, or attention-seeking behavior, or doing things under the radar, and the messenger of truth hits big, and it's undeniable. Undeniable. The power of the Tower, when the truth hits, and the King of Swords reversed pales in the Queen of Swords upright's light. The Knight of Pentacles reversed, unable to function, and the Empress upright ringleader with the Page of Wands excited, or her inspiration to share with an upside-down world, or Pisces reversed, divine feminine in 5D, to see that things don't work without truth and balance, with the injustice of a heated exchange and not telling true feelings and delay after delay, with the King of Cups reversed in conditions of love at work, where she's like the wind and the magician a bit tainted, but with all their tools on board. And with a way out at 222, which is the guidance counselor show. At 223 of the High Priestess and the King of Wands, in the pursuit of happiness and escaping conflict and fighting and finding peace by tripping up and dropping the facade, by breaking Humpty and putting the pieces back, allowing instability, a visit or move, or the party to be over, and the Page of Cups reversed, vulnerable and feeling rejected and shy, and yet tempted by the Holy Grail, and lovers out in the cold together, healing and forgiving, and the suffering and silence, and the never-ending work of Atlas, and looking back and releasing the prison to triumph over the field of the King of Wands reverse lies to divide, unable to sleep or rising or awakening to the divine feminine's heart, or to reap rewards of sunshine, sun and fun, exposure to full light of the devil's fire with their mask on and horns out, twisted Italian or cowboy star, red eyes, ghosting, in, out the back jack, making new plans stand, leaving the saloon to offer self a brand new life of intensely connected, two as one, no longer alone at night, no longer have to entertain the crowds in order to be loved. Thanksgiving, mid-moon cycle at 232, which is the High Priestess and the journey of the 32. All right, so that was that mini masculine read. Now we're going to go on to the message of the day. So here's the message of the day, and this is my 4-deck read with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit guidebook, the Lenormand Reverie Gilded, and the Kipper deck. And there's just another little section right here that's part of that read as well. That was the last section. Okay. So the message of the day here. I had looked at the clock, it was 1:44, and then I didn't do this read till 2:22, but yeah, I just wanted to tell you that 1:44 came up twice. So the message of the day, because this was last night at 1:44 a.m., so I just told you the 1:44 p.m. today, but it also came up last night before I went to bed. So the message of the day was at 2:22. The underlying energy was the turtle, the dice, the Knight of Wands reversed, and toil and labor of the Queen of Cups. The turtle stuck in the dark, waving for the others to go ahead without. The Knight of Cups gambling of the Knight of Wands reversed are on them, and the Queen of Cups toil and labor, which is the Queen of Cups there. The firefly is bright, but their light only lasts so long, and the wolf can't deliver it, or they can't believe it. It can be both. The firefly is bright, and the wolf can't believe it, a sight to behold, as all the ants are coming in to heal the wound. From all four corners, as bat views from above, with wings and can see in the dark, and the lamb with ears out and diamond light, the dolphin smiles friendly and so compassionate, and the rainbow child, and the lizard sitting between the dolphin and the dear one, and they're all getting along. The butterfly still getting sea legs, trouble taking in the beauty of dear one, and doe eyes, but the turtle is really struggling here, with a cross to bear as Atlas with rugrats, pests, and or the King of Wands, and commitment on the 25th in the circle of trust and ruby red slippers, inspired to write, or by a letter, message, or sealed document, or book of abundance in energetic exchange or arrows of love, and yet each in their own lane at the same time. Self-love and new love and well wishes, and clearing down under, the key to freedom in unity, and finding the way through the maze with amazing grace to come together as the Knight of Cups takes a chance with the Queen of Wands reversed with new passion, maybe unstable but holding on, as a messenger of truth keeps their cards close about an unhappy family or lack of emotional fulfillment with the Knight of Wands reversed. The main male with sudden thoughts of a woman, and the mature worldly man with great fortune, or inspired to it, for a wise privileged lady, or to hang out with her, with empty nest, or complete empty room, or just complete in general. Marriage of abundance or convenience, and the Knight of Cups community hermiting changes with a new car or home, and the lady in waiting, 28, or with a choice of path, and the twin flames Queen of Cups working hard, or pulling strings for little girl or inner child. The turtle Knight of Cups is taking a chance on the Knight of Wands reversed Queen of Cups at 244 here, which is the High Priestess and the 44 of the grounding, integrating, and mastering of love. So the otter here, this first section has the otter, the stingray, the oyster, the moth, and the fish. Curious little otter with activated stingray plugged into the oyster who's clammed up, with moth to the flame and fish out of water, the otter with family exposing changes and rejected sudden wealth, or rejected and sudden wealth in a divorce, or gambling. Stingray High Priestess with luck or good luck charm, dawning with gifts as dreams come true. At 249, which the 49 is the Nine of Cups, the Get Your Wish card, or self-satisfaction. The oyster wounded warriors ungrounded, dumping multiple loads with false person, or a couple with mask, or the tango between the man and the woman. The insecure and those insecure and those waiting to take advantage of them. That's the oyster. As the moth to the flame, and remember the oyster has the pearl inside of it cooking. The moth to flame, and the fox leaving the hen house for a higher love. The chariot is waiting for the King of Wands at the courthouse with papers to file, and the fish is all over the place with dark, pushy mother, or cold as ice, offering an ace of pentacles, time, money, or effort, or a new life, and the little boy, King of Cups, walked away with nothing. The Page of Cups reversed, deceived, but no longer confused with or about the chariot. As the Queen and Cancer, could be the Queen of Wands or Cancer, keeping their distance from the King of Wands, or for the King of Wands to do what he has to do. It's like they're giving them their space to do what they have to do, and what he has to do, and the King of Cups without. Could also be the Queen. Let me look at that really quick. I just want to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. So the Chariot. What do we have there? Let's see the numbers. Yeah, there's a lot of Cancer in this first section. The King of Wands and the King of Cups are both there. And the Wounded Warrior. So this could be the Wounded Warrior or Cancer. Could be the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Wands. I don't think the Queen of Wands was in there though. The Chariot, which could be a Cancer, or the Wounded Warrior, keeping their distance for the King of Wands to do what he has to do, and the King of Cups without. The second section here is the Nightingale singing, "Joy to the world, all the boys and girls now, joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, joy to you and me," as the songbird is clearing the air with wise counsel, who complement each other. The Page of Wands reversed is uninspired, frustrated, or not behaving with official person, or one on the fool's journey, or making it official. Or maybe the Page of Wands reversed isn't cooperating when someone's trying to make something official. The third section here is the buffalo, the bunny, the eagle, and the dragon. The buffalo is solid and heavenly, but got stuck with scared bunny watching the eagle coming in for a landing, as the dragon keeps a watchful eye on them. The buffalo's hermiting or bringing flowers or gifts to the Empress main female, high priestess, or in time out. The bunny's making a breakthrough with family or lover, working things out with the Queen of Wands, who could be a thief or one who stole their heart. The eagle power lady coming in for a loving man. She, Leo or sunshine, or exposing the man with concerns. The dragon-loving man is reaping rewards of Atlas' ship with nothing to anchor into in distant horizons. Frustrated Empress working on vacation to reap rewards, or waiting for him to get happy and energized for sun and fun, and perhaps getting them to retire. The main female with thief, or the Queen of Wands setting up a scam, and the older man with concerns about this, with no emotions, cushioning in a distant horizon. The fourth section is the swans, the black egg, and the unicorn. Two as one with the truth to tell unicorn, working the grid for the collective. The swans with sudden stardom or dreams coming true, but holding back feelings about the emperor and court or stability and courtship. The truth of the journey of the moon cycles, or Cancer, King of Cups, with message of concern about a higher love at 309, the Empress and the Hermit. The unicorn power man with a choice to make, perhaps without sleep, about destiny and journey to take. A heated exchange or delays and not telling. The King of Cups is happy but to himself, having a party in his head, as the power man is suffering in silence, or his sister is. The courtship a message of concern, or the emperor and the angel are destined journey, or to go on a train. And that could be going to a journey or train concert as well. The fifth section here is the peacock, the worm, the panther, the elk, the mouse, and the golden egg, all watching for what power man's gonna do with swan or dream. The peacock with worm is easily intimidated, and the panther is up their butt, the worm, growling, and elk is a hothead ready to blow, protecting the mouse, who's nervous Nelly, and the golden egg, or their heart chakra. The peacock with abundant flight without issue, ready to party at the big house or gated community and wake-up call. The worm with a public meet or an appointment in the park, unable to sleep with mature mother or mature woman around. The Panther Queen of Cups, or trying to trigger her, the Panther could be someone separate from the Queen of Cups, trying to trigger her, or he may be wanting to talk shit about her or her. The Panther could be a he or a she. Her crossing, as the Queen of Cups is crossing twin bridges to knock her off her balance or get her sick about conflicts in healthcare. This is someone trying, the Panther's trying to trigger the Queen of Cups here. The Elk is losing patience with the King of Cups, out of time, or they're late, and the King of Swords with high integrity, or a journey of despair, or the pair, or a lost pup. The Mouse is inspired by cracking codes or reading books, of the Queen of Cups reversed breaking the seal, a way in, and the Golden Egg, romantic pup, or golden child, insecure and occupied about the energetic exchange or arrows of love at work. Celebration or self-satisfied, or hosting without sleep, with imbalance or not sharing with the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups who's reversed, and their insecurities. Without tools, or the pup is missing, or needing someone to take the lead, or to take the dog for a walk. The Big House with mature woman and family, but bad health conflicts and man in despair with nowhere to go, or without being fair to get where they need to go, or without food for the dog, and messaging a Cancer perhaps occupied by energetic exchange, or to get help from them, or to see if they need work. Perhaps somebody needs a replacement. And the sixth section here is Zebra, Tiger, Cosmic Egg, Vulture, and Camel. As the zebra and tiger look so much alike, awakening or protecting the egg, and the collective with the vulture waiting for leftovers, and the camel who's independent but maybe a bit blue at 327, the Empress and the Ace of Wands, a new passion. The zebra with justice of rod and staff, music, or cracking the whip with the wounded warrior surrendering to the wealthy man in transition. And the tiger exposing powers and towers and imps. And they're all inspired. It's like, you know, this could be, you know, the people you don't necessarily want to deal with, but the tiger is coming up as exposing the powers and towers and imps, perhaps clawing or inspired by unexpected income or an unexpected incoming person. The cosmic egg is on the journey of opening doors to secret passion and adjudication of the union. The vulture is stable at home with issues at work, or just off and not working, as the 25th day is to them of high honors. The camel is complete, patient angel of a higher love, with the shadow lover and a little blue. The wounded warrior surrendering to the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, or surrendering their fortune, but it can be torture as well, to the secret passion with issues at work, or just no job, and patient angel, or Sagittarius, or Saggy. The wealthy man with unexpected income, or incoming, adjudication of high honors to lovers, or tribute to them, or a tribute perhaps to a Gemini here, which also can be lovers or twin flames, or a Sagittarius Capricorn at 333 to 334, which is the Christ vibration into the energetic exchange or arrows of love. So now we go into the union read. All right. So here's the union read. And for those of you not familiar, it's 4D, 5D, 6D today. No, it's not. I did 3D today because it was Thanksgiving, because you'd be dealing with a lot of 3D energy. So 3D, 4D, 5D, incoming divine feminine, outgoing divine masculine over here, the feminine on the left, masculine on the right, and the bridge between them in the center. Underlying energies, I pulled a few cards underneath here, as well as closing energies over here, up here. Okay, and this is the Syrian Starseed deck, and then the read in front of you on the table is the more general read, not just the union for the twin flames, but they're both general. This is the basic read from the Syrian Starseed deck, and you see the lovers is upright right in the middle. The lovers and the Two of Cups are both upright in this read. And then we have the full read here, 7 decks. And if you want something more specific to you, you can always check my information below or my website at twinflames3344.com. And let's get right into the union read. Okay, so the union read 3D, 4D, 5D, and this was done at 7 p.m. last night. The 7 of the chariot and a lot of source energy of the double zeros backing it up. Remember, the chariot is the vehicle of ascension, of the feminine within the masculine, and also the vehicle of infiltration, which was interesting because somebody was talking about the Trojan horse yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's the infiltration. It's a Trojan horse. Perfect. So the underlying energy is the 9 of Swords, and beneath that was the 10 of Cups, the Chariot, and the Indigo, which is the Magician. So the 9 of Swords, the underlying energy, the Alchemy in the center of the reed, which is the Temperance card, and then it closed with the Ace of Pentacles with the hold on 1 second. It's closing. The closing card was the 5 of Pentacles. I'm sorry. And after that was the Wounded Warrior, the Tower, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So it's actually the 5 of Pentacles is the closing card. So hiding underground or away from the 10 of Cups family, coming in to propose something, or just hiding underground in the woods or out of the sun to alchemize the pit of your stomach. Patience and balance and a higher love. In exile from the group in the Mary Magdalene cave, the wounded warrior shocked with an offer of a new life or in a breakthrough, as the incoming divine feminine with the Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles, the divine feminine with the Knight of Wands, Royal, and the Page of Swords, Child of Light, in the divine feminine's heart at Thanksgiving, perhaps sad they won't be with them. Or the Knight of Wands sends a message to her heart, trying to find a way to get in, and then the Trojan horse was coming up, in a roundabout kind of way, or the family surprises her, which touches her heart. The 3D here is the Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. The divine feminine lovers, like an after-sex cigarette, up in a puff of smoke, slowly burning rainbow out of one piece of coal, grid, or electric stovetop, making the King of Cups go crazy for unconditional love, or it smells so good, what are you cooking? As the divine masculine is still hiding in the woods, finding a way out by the creek with blinders on, or can't see at night, or hide and go seek while counting to 9, bridging with the Knight of Pentacles, offering a crystal or sparkly thing, or grease perhaps, at movie night, afraid to approach since they feel them coming. The Knight of Pentacles offering help or proposing here. The 4D here is the King of Cups, Alchemy, and the Wheel. The divine feminine King of Cups with reflecting eyes and unconditional love, or water sign. The divine masculine atom, destined to be encircled by electrons in 3 planes of existence, or had to take 8 flights to get, or 3 flights to get there, hope not 8, had to take 3 flights to get there, or circled around the block or the airport 3 times to build up the courage. Bridging with alchemy at the center or 0 point as extracted from gold, sudden change of form or elaborate transformation. How to make a negative into a positive. How to blend the King of Cups, unconditional love, and Adam's destiny into patience, balance, off the beaten path of a higher love. The 5D here is the 10 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups, as the divine feminine Atlas leaving the wounded warrior behind, with flame in hand, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. The divine masculine getting over loss and regret of their 6D thoughts and manifested words, passing through 5D with 2 men watching as kerplunk dropped straight through the vacuum tunnel system to the 3D hands of the Knight of Pentacles, or they stole their idea, or beat them, or the Knight of Wands beat them to the punch. The divine feminine and the divine masculine bridging and letting the past go and sharing downloads. Perhaps the 5D man taking notice, or men, and like what they see. See with your eyes, your emotions, and with the C of Christ consciousness, the unity consciousness. The outgoing divine masculine is the 4 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. The castle, union, and drawbridge all decked out for 2 flames, rising above drama or home with flame in hand, ready to tango in a friendly dance under water. At 7:44, the Chariot and the Four of Cups, grounding, integrating, and mastering of receiving of love. At 7:45, which is then the purging of the Five of Cups, or letting go, standing up to the group and finding peace with that. A friend to hang out with under the water. The Hermit in the Mary Magdalene cave. The secret cave or secret garden that he found underwater to get to the other side in one of the reads last week. Very cold there, icicles and broken crystals, or light, crystal light cave. The wounded warrior surrenders in a tower moment, or back-to-back fires to put out one, a major breakthrough of stone. So this is about the multiple fires. Okay, so the wounded warrior surrenders in a tower moment, or back-to-back fires to put out. One fire is a major breakthrough of stone-breaking plant at the end of all of it. A 4-part surrender. Flame 1, 2, and 3, and spider, you're out of here. Tossing the shadow off the wall as the writing was suddenly clear. Or someone literally found a diamond in the rocks, a synchronicity too big to pass up. Never knew giving up the fight could be this good. At the old ball game, there may be 3 strikes, but there are also 4 bases, and that adds up to sweet chariot calling me to carry me home. Crystallized water and diamond light, from the chrysalis into the sun, so bright that it shines. The divine feminine with lover's bliss, with unconditional love, as the 10 of Wands magically turns into 1. A strand of dog and atom, or D, not applicable, or divinely Christed rocket, all DNA, reflected, and AND. The divine masculine released in a 3-world experience, blasting past the past. The bridging with the Knight of Pentacles turning downloads into gold. In Castle Rock, by fire with flame, with dolphins performing in the moat, diving deep for entertainment purposes only. With a cave just for Mary, there's something about her, as the wounded warrior explodes just by making eye contact with her, that produces diamonds. Home run. I'll be right back, dear one. The divine feminine with Cancer and Gemini or Virgo, or Gemini twins, or just twins in general. The Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, and King of Cups on the feminine side, and on the masculine side was Libra and perhaps Scorpio too, surrendering the wounded warrior, but on the divine feminine side. And in between them is Sagittarius and King of Pentacles proposing or porpoising. And then the Knight off, seeker of the divine feminine's heart, or chariot of like Christ, or Christ-likeness. The 4 of flames, or the Emperor's off, the chariot of lovers, of thoughts and words, and dolphins, peace and water. The lover's night, instead of the lover's night out, it was saying the lover's night 8, the dance between the masculine and the feminine. The overall number for this union read was 68, the Page of Pentacles, and very curious about their abilities in this read, or in this deck, the Syrian Starseed deck. The horizontal pillars came out to 36, 0, and 32, which is the 10 of Wands, or the Atlas energy, the 0 of source or space, the 32 of the journey and success. The vertical pillars came out to 9, the Hermit, 0, 7 of the Chariot, 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, 7 of the Chariot again, 13 of the Death card, 4 of the Emperor, 7 again, and then 11 of Justice. So the messages were coming up as Atlas, Source's good news. The weight of the world released by Source with space as good news that the mission was a success coming in. The Page of Pentacles is playing with a few of their abilities and manifesting, festing, perhaps the 3-car garage. The Hermit with space for the Chariot or Sourced one, destined to carry them home, with synchronicities and in options in Chariot and Heaven in their eyes, and justice of being invited. And I was getting City of Angels, the song Uninvited, being invited. So in the City of Angels, they weren't a part of this world of earth, so they were uninvited. And here's where the angels get to come down and be with the earthlings here, being invited, learning to play and manifest on earth. So that was really cool coming through. So in that read, it was 816, this is the dance in the tower, 777, triple sevens, and then 9 plus 4, and then 10, 13, and 11. So where is the 12? Bypassing again, huh? 10 to 13, and then back to 11. Well, that leaves only 1 to go, and taking it out home to hang out. So taking it home to hang out. So the 10 to 13 and 11 and just 1 step missing, right? Because we have the 12 missing because we already did the 13. So as soon as you get past the 12, you're there. But also, the only numbers in the read I'm about to do for you that's on the table were 7 and 2 8s, which is literally 7, 8 with an 8 on top, which is the dance of the twins. But that means that the 7 is only 1 more step to the 8 for the triple eights, which knocks the 2 over into the infinity symbol, which is the physical union. So both of them were leading towards that same message. The 10, 13, 11, and so where's the 12? Bypassing 10 to 13, but then have to go back to 11. Well, that leaves only 1 to go, and taking it home to hang out with 2 knights and turning of a page in mastering unconditional love. So now we have the read in front of you. Sorry, that was blurred. I'll put the light on so you can see this one. The Syrian Starseed deck was cut and dealt at 844 to 45. Again, the 44 of the grounding, integrating, and mastering of love, that 4 of cups, into the purging card of the 5 of cups, which is about letting go of loss, regret, guilt, and shame, the past, feeling bad about something. And of course, today was Thanksgiving, the 25th. At 9:02, which I have to read you the lyrics, Stairway to Heaven, Robert, the stone-breaking plant. And 9:02 is the Hermit and the High Priestess. And the Lady. At 9:11 to 12, E star came up. The E star. And 11 and 12 are Justice and the Hanging Man hanging out. And then 9:21, where I stopped shuffling to put out the mini cards, and the card on the bottom was the Lover's Upright. So Stairway to Heaven came up very significantly, and I'm going to read you the lyrics, because if this isn't the journey, I don't know what is. So I'm not going to sing the whole thing for you, but there's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. So it's ooh, ooh, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have 2 meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven, and it makes me wonder. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts, I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. And it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forest will echo with laughter. Whoa. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed. Now it's just a spring clean for the May Queen. Yes, there are 2 paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. And it makes me wonder, whoa. Your head is humming, and it won't go, in case you don't know. It's not going to go away. The piper's calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on that whispering wind? And as we wind on down the road, our shadows taller than our souls, there walks a lady we all know, who shines white light and wants to show how everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last, when all are one and one is all, to be a rock and not to roll. And she's buying her stairway to heaven. So I finished clarifying this read at 9:27, which is the Hermit and the Ace of Wands, that new passion, the flame. With the major arcana, the lovers, a lot. There was 9, I think, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 major arcana. The lovers, the shadow, which is the devil, higher self, the high priestess, ascension, which is the world, abundance, which is the empress, the star, and after the read, the wheel of fortune, indigo, which is the magician, and transition, which is the death card. There were 2 pentacles, 1 cup, one cup, 1 wand, 1 sword, so 3 wands, but 2 pentacles. The King of Cups and the Page of Swords were the only court cards in the read. The 9 of Pentacles, or Sovereign, did come up before the read, and we had triple 2s in the read, and then triple 1s in the 2, 1, 1, 1, and double 8s of the twins dancing side by side, waiting for that 7 to shift to 8 for triple 8s that become the infinity symbol of the physical union, then flowing between the 2. So the code line here was all about discipline, and it was broken up into discipline or discipline, and the numbers were 2, 1, 1, 1, 8, 8, 2, 2, 2, which I told you, and then the 7, 8, 8. And the code line about discipline was as follows. In a show of power that's key in fidelity of Sophia in the dance and her dance key, seeing the crazy 8s to the nth degree, and the shadow, the chariots of fire, and the son of the UN dad, or undadding perhaps, with high DNA of Christ and inner child. The die is the 2 disciples of self. The show of power, or saying no, the power to say no, or the power of the 9, the key to the clan or the large family, to fart or F sharp, to have fun or sun, weakling, dirty, knowledgeable, and number 7. And then the 8 of the dance and the strong key manifester, the support of 1 of 2 in seeing the 8, the crazy 8s to the nth degree manifesting, or the 80th, which happens to be my destiny number, but the 80th, somebody could be turning 80, and the shadow, worried about getting old, but the chariot or divine feminine within the masculine is plentiful, to abound and catch, to win, science and skiing, nerve or just above the root may be the issue. To learn that discipline means to be the disciple of one's self and no one else. It also came up as to curse without right, that frustration, with a timeout between, or nighty and fizzy, with 8 key support, see the 8 to the nth degree, and the shadow, but the 7 is abundant DNA of the inner child, 2 skiing with good manners, in a cry of a seagull, or a young seagull, and a letter folded that's more northeast, or any. And I was just getting flock of gulls. And that's weird too in the movie last night, because she would see things sometimes. She felt like she was getting attacked by crows, but I was getting that from the flock of gulls. So at 10:20 is the Wheel of Fortune, the 20 of Judgment. The deck after the read of Dreams, destined of 2, knowing and transitioning through the portal. So what I'm telling you here is that after I did this read and I put it all out, usually I have all of the, this is the Tarot, the Syrian Starseed deck that I use for the main read. And usually I have this stacked up in the underlying energies over here. But after I was finished putting the cards out, Spirit was guiding me to go through the whole deck to tell you a little story right here. So this is the story that came out from the rest of the deck, which comes up after the end of the read. This was at 10:20. The deck after the read of dreams destined, and of two knowing, and transitioning through the portal, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, or the King of Swords goes to their Akashic records, or two fly to the moon after suffering, on the stairway to heaven, to the sun, not the moon, right? Because when you leave your body, you're supposed to go towards the sun and not the moon. As the starseed rescues a big download, or knocked on the head, dealing with karma and bursting through it with a rebel yell and a mighty roar to pass and receive downloads and lead the way. The lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, the lady of light in heaven on earth, the man of dark shadows, and the Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands, or 3D sex pots alchemizing into love, the Knight of Cups present to flame, Hermit, Queen of Pentacles, with their heart wide open to Santa, tossing AI in the eye of the storm, he surrendering to all that is, and she catching a star that's twinkling and winking at her, which it literally did. I went outside last night when it first got dark, because I never usually go out to look at sunset, so I wanted to see what was going on. But it was already dark, and the sky was so clear, and all the stars were out, and the brightest star I could see was to the west, but I don't know if that was Sirius or not. But when I looked opposite of that to the east, there was literally a smaller star, but still very bright, winking at me. I don't know which stars they are. And this twinkling was coming up from the deck, not from me seeing that, but it was syncing with the same thing that had just happened. So again, with the Queen of Pentacles and their heart open wide to Santa tossing AI in the eye of the storm, and he surrendering to all that is, and she catching a star twinkling and winking at her in the clear skies, he on land, she at sea, she with idol, and he with mini-me, ending pain for bliss of coming together at Trinity, which is tri-ni-ti, tri of show of power and gratitude. The shaman hermit in cold exile, and the wounded warrior in towering inferno of Robert, stone-busting plant, in a sudden new life in union with new castle, rising above with flame in hand, for peace, and big new love, exuding love, as the frog to the prince in bat crystal cave, hanging out with a right knee block to see new perspectives and walk away and ask for money. Ding ding, blind justice with truth of porpoise, of humid waving flames, or hum IDs instead of humid, hum ID'd as waves of flames in the guide dance with Buddha and Sphinx, with Thai service by 9 and 6 rays of Mary Magdalene, released from prison to discover abilities to manifest 10 cups of rainbow bridge support for 4, with 5 of cups in the middle, or purging as 2 as 1 flyers on the top of that 10 of cups pyramid, being able to fly together on top, right? Not one being, I didn't get this until now, right? So where the twins get to both be on top, one's not the soil and one the flower. They're both the flyers on top as the rest of the family supports them. The 5 of cups in the middle, or purging it out, as the 2 as 1 flyers are on the top exuding their light, the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in their chariot of senses and connection, which is ascension, fueled by chariots of earth, wind, and fire, and water too, in 7th heaven, T for 2. So that was before I even started the read. So now the read starts at the 8 of Pentacles, which is the card right here now, okay, with the mini cards on top. The 8 of Pentacles, and below the 8 of Pentacles was the 9 of Pentacles upright, the 2 of Wands, or the twin flames upright, the 5 of Cups upright, the 10 of Wands reversed, and the 6 of Cups reversed, and then the 8 of Pentacles on top. The Sovereign, twin flame, or choice of path, grieving loss, regret, or feeling badly, dumping a load, burden, or responsibilities, or falling out in the past, or bad children or difficult kids. I didn't mean to write bad children, I meant to write bad childhood, but it can be bad children if it's difficult kids as well. Or confessing to the kids or soulmate, returning, working to align, or taming the beast, or being strong, or pacifying your pet, or a child about a visit, move, or Thanksgiving, and the party's over, as the workplace or place of co-creation with the wounded warrior who's defensive and drained, or mad at Leo or kids and making them feel badly for causing so much pain or for betraying them at 1044, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the grounding, integrating, and mastering of love, especially receiving it. Oh, by the way, that movie last night that I was talking about was Vita and Virginia, I think it was the second name. So 1045, awake and falling, divided or in split, or one big lie in search of the truth about dreams, star, healing, and bird taking off. The lovers at work with or for the King of Swords, with Adam and Eve in the church of hard knocks. Gabriel pacifying the King of Swords' need to rise or have their cake and be on stage, and lessening the mountain, making it now a molehill between them. Creating a masterwork of art. Sorry, I guess I was getting tired and my writing gets a little bit sloppy. All right. So Gabriel pacifying the King of Swords' need to rise or have his cake and eat it too, or be on stage, now lessening the mountain, making it a molehill between them, creating a master work of art, with 16 channels on, about to explode or go off in stereo sound, under a steeple archway of hammer and nails, about to put a nail or chisel in the statue, and finding them or the statue looking straight at you, asking, why are you doing that? Made in God's image, meant, and there meant, notice, is men with T of the cross, as he's talking to the cross, basically a statue of Jesus. It's like someone like working on a statue of Jesus or Mother Mary or something like that, and they're about to hammer a nail or chisel it, and all of a sudden they find the eyes looking straight at them, like the eyes that come alive or that cry blood. And this eye, they're looking straight at them as they say to them, why are you doing that? Made in God's image, meant, or a man and the cross. God's image meant imagination. Image, innate, connection. The Empress out watching, defenselessness to the devil, waving, temptation, dumping a load, a burden, or all their responsibilities, or causing their fall, or confessing the devil made me do it, where there's no defense at all, or Capricorn or devil swearing in and lying on the witness stand, or saying it's like I have no control over the lower half of our bodies, after pulling the short stick or getting the short end of the deal, or testifying without a defense attorney. And how cool is that this comes up with the lower side of the body again, so it always brings up the message altogether. So we have no control over the soil, right, that we're planted into. Then we have soulmate and getting to know each other beneath it. As the Queen of Pentacles reversed in a harsh lie or split and divide, with the Sovereign obsessing over the Queen of Wands reversed, not getting their wish or not happy with themselves. So again, the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Sovereign could be a mother and child, and the Queen of Wands could be their sister, and there may be some dissension between the kids. Or the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed are in a no-win situation. One is ungrounded and lies, and the other with a temper or uses her feminine wiles whenever she's dissatisfied or doesn't get her way at 11:11. Or an unending shopping, or saying they're going to kill themselves if they don't get something, or just obsessing over self-destructive woman or girls here, or women or girls at 11:13, which is again the depth or transition. So again, it's coming up as children or partners or people at work, whoever it is, manipulating the parent by saying, I'm going to kill myself if I don't get my way, which, teenagers often do this. They're very dramatic. But this could be over shopping or just not getting their way, not something. And it could be someone who's had their heart broken too. But that's the energy that was coming up here. So nature comes up here at 74, which is that 6 of Pentacles, trying to achieve that balance, and the effort of the 13 of the transition, and the big effort in making a transition. celebration or self-satisfaction in 5D connection, in knowing and keeping to self with no way out, but dumping emotional attachments and finding the one, the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the King of Pentacles is upright, hosting a wine tasting, and then the 5D connection afterward, blinded by the light and trapped or struggling, no longer confused about the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the King of Pentacles upright. There's no illusion here, just new growth, or just no growth, no doves, and the Two of Cups reversed, and a couple who's not getting along, as the King of Pentacles is wondering what the King of Wands reversed was thinking, like, what were you thinking? And he's just looking at him from across the room. As the King of Pentacles is upright working, and the King of Swords is upright, confessing his unhappiness with nature's calling. The underlying energy here was out in the cold, left behind in exile, ill or injured or destitute, and frustrated, uninspired, without the Six of Cups, past life tie, and or kids. At 11:39 is Justice and the Knight of Cups, as the King of Wands reversed going forward with their world upside down, or the Divine Feminine 5D, and the Wounded Warrior defensive with the Page of Cups reversed, rejection, and the Knight of Swords rushing in with the truth, making the Page of Cups reversed feel vulnerable, and the Wounded Warrior on guard. And then the Wheel is reversed in a downturn or twist of fate, dumping a load, a burden, or responsibilities, or confessing, or fell and hurt themselves from working too hard, and feeling badly, loss or regret, unstable past, or visiting or moving and looking back, or reliving the past. The Two of Cups, defenseless, to the Knight of Pentacles offer, along with the Knight of Cups, jealousy or rejected, or the Knight of Pentacles rejected offer of passion from twin magician trying to end suffering in silence by keeping busy, performing, juggling, or trying to keep their balls up in the air. While the Queen of Wands reversed and the King of Cups reversed are with the Hermit's advice, who came a long distance to see them, leaving family behind working and implementing a plan for the High Priestess Queen of Swords, who's frustrated or with child, and the Page of Wands dumped emotional attachments with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community dysfunction or loss, no longer confused or willing to gamble on them or with money. The recent past is the Eight of Wands upright, that energetic exchange or arrows of love, lots of communication or travel back and forth, or anything that's a flurry of activity, and the circle of trust. Receiving passion, growth, and creativity from dreams, dream girl, or healing. There can also be Aquarius or star here as well, while the Knight of Pentacles offers to come clean or help clean up an imbalanced relationship with the Page of Pentacles in the 5D connection or while on break. Or the Knight of Pentacles is confessing to the Page of Pentacles, perhaps their siblings, that it's not fair that they get more rest or breaks than them, since they're more senior to them, perhaps at work, or they're older than them at home. Or that the Page of Pentacles is able to manifest or learn while they sleep at night is not fair, like the Page of Pentacles may do much better in school than the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe they are able to, maybe they're able to learn while they sleep, or they have a photographic memory, you know, that kind of thing. Or so they may be able to learn while they're sleeping at night, or with Cancer, or without, or dreaming of romance and then breaking up, connecting 3D and 5D, Mary and Jesus, and then the Hierophant, marriage, religion, or establishment, and healing. Or about sleeping with Cancer broken and Hierophant or Taurus at the same time, healing the marriage or Taurus, religion, or establishment, with Taurus and Aquarius offering sex or creativity to the energetic exchange in order to heal. This could be also someone offering to be part of that energetic exchange between the masculine and feminine, because they're saying, maybe that will heal me if you have sex with me while you're having sex with your twin. It's kind of an icky, weird feeling. But Taurus, Aquarius offering sex or creativity to add to that energetic exchange to heal, while the Knight of Pentacles is cleaning up a mess the Page of Pentacles made, researching the dream state or perhaps romance and what makes them connect or disconnect within their connection, or the Page of Pentacles met them at night and broken about sleeping with the Hierophant or Taurus, who was healing from separation and manipulated them into sex, perhaps, while in energetic exchange with their twin, which is just what I said. The foundation here is the King of Cups reversed, juggling with hostage, and the King of Wands reversed with sovereign, or doing the daily imprisoned, and the King of Wands reversed wanting to be single. The central energy is the Lovers upright, and the Page of Wands reversed forlorn in 5D connection with the Page of Pentacles, or on break with them at 12:08, the Hanging Man and the 8 of the Dance, or manifesting dreams. The Page of Wands reversed offering a big opportunity or time, money, and effort or energy, but with their back turned to the Queen of Swords, who's talking about or to the Divine Feminine in 5D, with Pisces reversed or an upside down world, and the Queen of Wands reversed at night with that 10 of Pentacles family that's reversed. It can be a family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss, with the King of Pentacles reversed. The lovers coming together, or Gemini or twins on break, or meditating, uninspired, to offer time, money, and effort to the Queen of Swords upright, talking to or about Pisces reversed and Queen of Wands reversed, who may be romancing the family of 10 of Pentacles reversed and King of Pentacles reversed, but they're reversed, so why are they romancing it? Or the mother and children are barking at the King of Pentacles and his family, or about letting the dogs out or in. It's like the Queen of Swords and the Pisces and Queen of Wands, the kids are reversed, the Queen of Swords is upright, but it's like they're all barking orders at the 10 of Pentacles and King of Pentacles family, who are both reversed. Whether, I don't know if they're just all about money, or if they're having a hard time because they've had a big financial loss or a family loss. But they're barking at them about their fallings or their failures, or that they need to let the dogs out or in to go do it, or about what a failure he is to them. Challenged by the shadow of bleeding out over guilt and shame to get over themselves, or get over loss or regret, or the 10 of Cups, family being happy and fulfilled, but no longer with options or no selection when shopping. So, if you've lost money, you can't go shopping like you used to do. And there's that energy of, kids pissed off because they can't do what they used to be able to do. There could be some moodiness and jelliness, or jealousy and unappreciativeness here, having had 10 but lost 7. The Fool fell on their face, or from grace, or just lacking faith. The Knight of Swords rushing in about the Magician, manifesting to get past their past, to be with the High Priestess, or the one keeping their secrets. The Hermit missing their flame, as the Wounded Warrior is talking about being Adonis, or dreams of the warrior and the witch, or the Wiccan, putting a spell on them. This could be somebody literally dreaming. And the Knight of Cups reversed, their rejection and jealousy or insincerity with the patient angel at 12:21 a.m., trying to wake them up, swallow their pride, not sharing in a falling out or about their bad childhood, or with new information that's knocking them off balance, along with justice and or a divorce with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And at 12:23, in the now moment, is the higher self in energetic exchange in order to find peace, to end conflict and union. Post-war love is a battlefield, with the King of Pentacles upright here, and post-war with an offer to come together, as the higher self and the Hermit missing their flame, and the 10 of Cups family sending out the errand boy as usual, snapping their fingers, and the Page of Cups reverse has had enough of trying to express their feelings with no fond memories of the past, an imbalanced relationship of codependency, and the Queen of Cups upright connecting explosively in a twist of fate, hanging out being inspected with their hands tied, every last inch, the justice of being silenced by 2 spoons of sugar, and working to align and implement a plan to work things out with the Hermit's light and the King of Cups reversed, who's awakened to the man with 2 lovers, letting go to fix, repair, and make amends. And soon as the 7 of Pentacles reversed, the Divine Feminine's heart in the E-Tower opening up to dark night with new information, after rejecting them, the King of Swords upright and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, patient angel who walked away from the nightmare with the devil who didn't care about their message in energetic exchange, while hanging a shingle over the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles reversed at 12:32, hanging out and the journey. After she took the high road, but Capricorn did not, between energetic exchanges and messages, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The twin flames seeing themselves as the ascension card reversed, or in another world, with Pisces reversed, or the divine feminine in 5D, and the Knight of Wands passionately offering big love to the Nine of Cups reversed, who's unhappy with themselves, or arrogant, or just don't want to be alone anymore, and the Page of Swords using the Hierophant, marriage, religion, establishment, or Taurus to message back for them to end conflict in a losing battle with Justice or Libra in divorce or breakup, break down, break in, out, or through, in a split or a divide or one big lie, as the Knight of Wands is surrounded with big love and big lies. In the lead ahead with the love, or leading with the love to no avail, with the Hierophant and Justice, or Taurus and Libra, ending the battle between commitment and divorce and chaos, dividing, or Cancer reversed. And that could be someone getting cured of cancer as well. It is safe to love, and unrequited love came up, and then true love a little bit separately from that. This is a romance of a lifetime. Around the twins are how they're seen is the Page of Swords, climbing Mount Everest, or finding their light after a falling out, a negative past, or difficult kids, or the past returning to offer love and having ignored it. Grounding it, integrating and mastering, receiving of love, or going to the gym, loving oneself, the lover's healing from rejection, or loss of a child or pet. The block here being abundance upright, motherly love, open for nightmare and being scared to call or admit they were wrong. Happy days. Self-discipline, teaching and learning. So self-discipline came up here, but even more so teaching and learning and love. Trying to close the distance gap with the Queen of Cups' affections. The Star, dreams, and healing, all of it. The Emperor reversed, maybe stepping down. After two lovers and the inequity of the past, with new clarity and a divorce from the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The rock star letting go in a twist of fate, with indigo proposal of two cups as one, and not keeping secrets about dark night, death, endings, and transitions through the portal onto their path. Coming in with good news and success, ready to lead the way at 1248, the Hanging Man, and the Eight of Cups of walking away within. The past returning to work things out, with the King of Cups reversed and the World reversed, with the Page of Swords, or message of energetic exchange, or arrows of love, or lots of messages, or travel, as the lovers are challenged by the shadow, and the divine feminine's heart coming out, generous and abundant, with higher self, rock star of healing, and dream girl in a twist of fate. The indigo proposal to partner, with clarity about transition to the journey. After aligning with the energetic exchange, the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, who's reversed, lovers with higher self, challenged by shadow, because the King of Cups reversed can be conditions of love. So in aligning with the energetic exchange of the King of Pentacles, with conditions with their lovers, with their higher self, and challenged by the shadow web, the world upside down, the divine feminine in the 5D, and the divine feminine's heart opened up with the Page of Swords message, or never seen but evergreen. The Empress of abundance and dreams. Just thinking of indigo, Two of Cups, with new information or transition, endings, dark night, through to the journey. With Gemini upright, Capricorn both upright and reversed, Pisces both upright and reversed, Taurus upright, Aquarius upright, Libra reversed afterwards, Gemini or Virgo reversed, Scorpio upright here, as well as Virgo upright and Aries reversed at 104, the Magician and the Emperor. Yep, and that was it. So it's 4:15 on the clock. Oh, that's tax day. And 124:20 here, just to 21. So the Magician, 24, the Queen of Wands, and then complete, the world complete, going into the 22. 20 of Judgment to the 21 to the 22 is the final decision, the final judgment, into completion, and then into the 22 of the Fool's Journey, taking a leap of faith with an open heart. So let's just pull a few cards, since we're already pretty long here. Let's just go with an energy card and the Journey of Love. And of call it a day. So from the energy deck for Thanksgiving, November 25th, 2021, what is our takeaway? What is our takeaway from all this? What is the takeaway message from all of this? The healer of the ages, 51. There's the King of Swords. Using your abilities. Look at that. Father and son. And there she blows. There's the King and Queen of Swords. And the Knight of Swords between them. How interesting is that? There's a couple more cards that want to be seen. The bottom of the deck is Deceit of the 25th. So the 20, I had to put them down. The 25 is today. And this is the Deceit card. It's like the Knight of Wands, you know, who's being deceitful, the player. Or perhaps falling short or being sneaky about something. This is somebody with financial constraints and they may be desperate. 13 is the transition card. And this can be destitute in any which way, whether they don't have any food left in the cupboards because everyone took the food at Thanksgiving, or this could be financially, emotionally, spiritually destitute, some kind of constraints. And this person coming up on Thanksgiving being deceitful, the Knight of Wands reversed. That's the bottom, the underlying energy. And then these three come out first, the King and Queen of Swords with the Knight of Swords, right? This is his truth, her truth, and God's truth in the middle, the Knight of Swords, the true messenger, right? Well, there you have it. The eyes have it. This could be in court as well, right? This could be a father testifying on behalf of one of them. And again, she could be holding up the moon while he does what he does. Like I can just see divorce court where he can't do what he does unless she holds up the moon for him. And then whoever's in between here, whether it's just a judge, a father, God, whatever it is, between the king and the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Angel of Love coming out here because it's all about the child and the heart. The 49 is self-satisfaction and getting your wish. And again, we talked about the child who expects to get their way all the time. And there's indecision here with the 8, which is the dance between the masculine and the feminine. So this, again, could be 2 girls. There could be 3 women here that they're dealing with. But there is victory overall. Okay? There's victory for the twins because this is 28 and peace. So that could be for the twins or in a choice of path or at number 28. I'm 28. So again, there could be multiple children, a lot of women around you, and right, you can't win. No matter which side you choose, you're going to lose, right? Because somebody's going to be pissed at you. But these could be children, partner, people you work with, whoever it is for you. We have the 47 of synchronicities here, and this is the thinking woman, perhaps walking away to go after what she's always wanted to do. Maybe she's been home raising kids her whole life, and now she wants to be independent. But that can be a child as well, graduating. And then we have the 23 of the King of Wands, who may be all tied up with someone playing games with them. Okay, and then here's the sweet one, who's getting their way, right? That's daddy's little girl, the baby, who the baby, gotta love me, but she's happy because she always gets what she wants. But this also can just be a very loving, sweet, angelic child. All right, so there's the energy that's going on. And from the journey of love, remember the last card we pulled after that was victory. In choice of path and finding peace. To just breathe. From the journey of love. And remember, it's Thanksgiving, so all kinds of energies are going to show up depending on how many people are coming over to your experience. Right? Because not just one family, it's multiple families. And from the journey of love, we have the King of Pentacles, again, the breaking of them and dropping into their heart. So this is the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. This could be a father and child or his inner child. and the breaking of him to force him out of his head into his heart, dropping into your heart as the Page of Pentacles, being curious about your abilities. The bottom of the deck here is the bride offers herself, the 43 of coming together in all of the chaos. After the towering magnificence of the union, the bride offers herself. And then besides these two cards coming out first, of the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, of going from the chaos of the mind and dropping into their heart, these two cards come up of the Sweet Soul Rising, which comes up as that sweet child, and the 20 of Judgment, and this could be custody battles as well, and the blood dance of one-to-one, right, of those who are closest to your heart, and one-to-one relationships, and sweetly judging, like not being harsh with some kind of judgment here. So Sweet Soul Rising in the blood dance, and this could be the masculine Sweet Soul Rising as well, as he falls into his inner child, into his heart. So this can be a child, or it can be his inner child, which can be the feminine side of himself as well. And the 42 is the Two of Cups, the one-on-one blood dance between them. There can be break dancing as well. Somebody could be doing break dancing on the floor at Thanksgiving. That's funny. Somebody could be doing different dancing. Someone might be doing break dancing, and then another person's doing very sensual dancing, like a much more feminine dance. So somebody could be performing, and maybe this one doesn't know what to do, so they're kind of just floating around. Or maybe she's being the judge, right? These people are doing dances, and she's going to judge them to see who, maybe they're trying to be creative with what the kids should do. So the kids are judging them doing dances. So someone's doing a break dance, and someone's doing a very sensual dance, a more feminine dance. But again, it's the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, father and child, and judgment or decision. Someone was being indecisive, and here's a decision being called to make in the blood dance of one-to-one in connection here. So the first card out is that 65, so that's what I'm going to read to you. By the way, the chariot's just of fire is just staring at me from this deck, so I need to show it to you. Oh, by the way, the Knight of Pentacles is behind that chariot of fire. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's the Queen of Pentacles. These are the last three cards in the story that I read before the read. Okay. So the 65. I just passed by the 51 of the King of Swords. That was the Healer of the Ages. And that one is Dream a Little. So 65 is the breaking. You are breaking apart. You might not understand it at all. There's not so much to be understood, but the simplicity doesn't mean it's easy to endure. You may worry that you're going too far, that you may not recover or ever come back together again. But what can you do? Can you hold back from the divine love that calls you, that lures you to becoming all that you are, to remembering your divine nature? Well, you could try, but for what purpose? Temporary rest before the storm is best. So take the rest if you need it, and then dive into the storm. Let yourself be broken-hearted by the divine, so that you can become your truth, become all that you're meant to be. It is better to have the heart broken so that it grows, than be broken-hearted by thinking that you must protect yourself from love. This oracle brings compassion and compassionate guidance, that no matter what sadness or anger, despair or frustration you may feel, you're being pulled apart not by dark forces, but by the loving embrace of the divine, as it strips you of that which would keep you from your divine realization. Let go and break. It is going to be the making of you. And the poem is simply love. Love is a special closeness that sings from the heart, that warms my days and nights, that feels good and makes me smile, that makes me glad to be alive. And it's on page 144, by the way, guys. How crazy is that? Okay, again, I hope you're having a great day today. It's 4:25 on my clock right now on the East Coast. Make sure to drink plenty of water. I'm sure you will today with all the food. Make sure you get plenty of rest. I'm sure you will after all the food. And make sure you get joy in nature. And if there's any triggers, take a walk. Have an amazing day, you guys, or rest of your day, and rise and be loved. Bye, guys.